Well, as of today, February 23rd, 2025, I have finally finished Spider-Man Miles Morales. This game, I took a huge break in the middle of it. No particular reason, I just was playing other games and, wasn't really into playing any Spider-Man at the time. I was like, just play these other games. And so, that being said, well, I know some other games came out, like Space Marine 2, Stellar Blade, Helldivers 2, like so many other games came out that I just never had the chance to get back into the game. And starting another Spider-Man game right after finishing the first one, it's just like, I'm kind of Spider-Man out. I'm webbed out. So, that being said, yeah, it wasn't the game's fault, it was my fault. And I almost considered not even making this, like, review video. And I still am partially considering not making it in the middle of recording, because it's like, I don't have a whole lot to say. Because I can't really remember, for the most part, at the beginning of the game. But I will say the cutscenes were really nice. I do remember that. The enemy factions, Roxxon, I love how they look. And I wish, I got like a futuristic suit today, and I was like, man, it'd be so cool if they could make another Spider-Man game that's like different characters. Like we're playing as a more futuristic Spider-Man. I think what's the one 2077 or something. I don't know the actual backstory to that character either, so I don't want to like say, let's play as this character and then do something that's like way off of his character. So for the sake of you know not knowing the lore, I'll just say it'd be cool if we could get a super futuristic Spider-Man game where it's just kind of more grim almost. And we have different characters that, like, we have a whole new MJ, a whole new whoever, and, like, we start losing characters. Just more grim in general. Like, I think that'd be really cool. But that's just kind of off topic. I mean, have people from Roxxon, just that futuristic look. When I first saw these characters, I was like, oh, Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty. It looks like they have the exosuits almost, but that being said, they were cool, and I enjoyed fighting them. However, the Underground, I did not enjoy as much. Every time I came across these guys, I was kind of like almost rolling my eyes. I'm like, not these guys again. And it turns out that Roxxon, by the end of the game, is just kind of like a big pushover. You don't get quite the ending you want. At least I didn't. I wanted to see more of them and like actually put them to justice or something. I wanted a better ending with them. Instead, it's just kind of like, oh, they disappear for the most part. I mean, they don't really, but the head of the Roxxon does. I forgot his name already. Yeah, I forgot his name. I just finished the game, so like I'm still collecting thoughts. But he gets arrested. Also, I want to point out the uncle. What was his name? I think Aaron, but also holy shit, I'm forgetting the character's name. But you know who I'm talking about. The guy in the purple suit. He volunteers to take Miles' mom and some other Feast people to safety, and he straight up just disappears by the end of the game. Like, it's at the end of the game, he's like, hey, you gotta do your job. I'll save these people. Do what you need to do. And he just disappears. I just want to point that out, because it's like, what the hell? But, because he's still relevant by the end of the story. He puts the other guy in jail, so it's like, kind of weird, but instead we get to focus on Finn, I believe her name was. And the whole encounter, I was just like, you know what, Miles? There comes a time where you just can't simply take it and you need to step up. And, if you gotta knock someone down, you gotta do what you gotta do. You ain't gotta kill them. Just, how many other times have you, made a takedown and then do what needs to be done? So it's like, oh my God. There's so many times where he gets thrown around. I'm just like, dude, I know it's a game, but still. I'm like, stop being a pussy. Just do it. Shut the machine off. But for story and gameplay purposes, that's just not the case. Either way, it was an enjoyable game. I got some funny clips where I get killed a few times because, like I said, I took a huge break. I come back, and I am so rusty, and I was just getting killed in the dumbest, funniest ways. I ran into like a couple problems where I kind of got stuck on an invisible object, couldn't move, or I just couldn't simply pick up. It was a postcard. It would not let me pick up a postcard after the game was finished. You're doing this little scavenger hunt. It would not let me pick it up. I had to like leave the area, come back or something. So overall, not too many problems itself. This is kind of a stupid nitpick. It's not a nitpick, but typically it is for me. Like I'm not a fan of playing in snowy areas for the most part. However, in this game, that's irrelevant. Even though there's snow everywhere and whatnot, it's very pretty. Because I look outside, I see snow on the ground, I get depressed. It's all white. There's no color. There's no. I know I can't just go outside and do whatever I want to outside unless I have to bundle up. So I hate winter. But in a video game, it's different. Obviously, I'm not actually there, but it's the colors and the skyline. Like everything was super pretty, and yeah, I mean that's another reason I kind of took a break. Was it's the exact same area from the first game. Obviously, we're in New York and all this and that. So like I don't expect anything different. It's just the fact that's like I've been here forever now. Like it feels like I've been here forever, so I gotta take a break. You know. But because it almost feels like I was playing the same game, just an extension, and that's what people have told me that Miles Morales was going to be a DLC or something, but then they just made a whole new game instead, and that's why it's short. Doesn't matter. It still took me like over a year to play it, and funny enough, I pre-ordered Spider-Man 2. I had my PlayStation 5 before Spider-Man 2 was coming out. I pre-ordered the game, and that game came out in 2023, I believe. It's 2025. And I'm not going to start it anytime soon, like not like within the next couple of weeks probably. I'm gonna take a break again, but it's crazy how it's like, damn, dude, I pre-ordered a game I've not even touched in 2 years. And there's actually 3 PlayStation 5 games, or PlayStation games in general, that I've pre-ordered and not played. I know one's like Final Fantasy, I think 16, and also Rise of the Ronin. 3 games I've pre-ordered on this console I've not even touched yet. Crazy. It's like, why even pre-order them, right? I mean, just wasted my money at that point. I even got to them. But I did want the pre-order bonus exclusive stuff, so had to cop those while I could. But story, pretty good. Nothing too crazy. That's just about this game, Everything's pretty good, but nothing too crazy. Once again, I absolutely hated playing like certain stealth missions. And then there's another type of mission. The training missions, absolutely hated that. I'm not gonna necessarily dock the game for that because it is up to preference whether you enjoy doing certain things. But it's just like I don't need to try to relearn the game. That's there for like lore and if you need a reminder how to play, I guess. So like it's not the game's fault and it's not my fault. It's just up to preference. I could have just skipped it if I wanted, but I wanted all the collectibles, and that's what I did. That's why it took me a little bit longer than it typically would take someone to play this game, because I went for everything. I did not get every trophy, but I got every collectible, every suit, except the New Game Plus stuff. And every crime, I did everything that I could in my first playthrough possible. So 100% district cleared, and I'm finally done. But I did enjoy this game a lot. It was a lot of fun for sure. And I'm sure the second game will be a lot of fun. However, I've been told by a friend, shout out to Trenton, told me that he surprisingly, at the time, I don't know if his opinion has changed since he maybe played it again or something, but he told me that he was not the biggest fan of the second game. And I have seen a few mixed reviews on it, so it'll be interesting to go into that game for sure. I know there's some really stupid, there's just some stupid stuff in these games in terms of like cutscenes and whatnot, where I know in Spider-Man 2, the game obviously, MJ tries to jump in front of Spider-Man to save him from Venom, I think. And it's like, that guy is practically indestructible. What do you think you're going to do, And so MJ gets like shoved down or something. I can't remember what happened. She gets pulled by Venom and I don't know, something sussy off screen happens. And fucking Spider-Man gets knocked down by a refrigerator. Mind you, this is a guy who can pick up a fucking car in the game. We've seen him do stuff in the movies and stuff like that, different. But like this guy has incredible strength, and a fucking fish knocks him down. It's like, dude, what the fuck? I mean, it's just stupid. No, I know, and also MJ looks fucking hideous in Spider-Man 2. So, there's some stuff they did that's really stupid. But we'll get to that when we do. But yeah, I've heard from my friend, and I heard from people that, yeah, they're not the biggest fan of Spider-Man 2. They don't necessarily think it's a bad game, but they're just not as big as a fan as, like, Miles Morales or the first game. But Miles Morales, this guy is just so stupid OP, it's crazy. Guy's got lightning and all this stuff, so that makes for a really fun time with all the combos you can do. I typically just press the same few combos. Like I honestly, these types of games, I typically don't even like utilize the entire moveset. I just maybe do 1 or 2, maybe 3 if I'm lucky combos. I don't know. It's like I just don't even care. It's just like, oh, okay. Like I beat the entire game, and then I looked at the moveset. I'm like, oh yeah, I could have been doing all this whole time. Okay. But I mean, hey, you know what? I played the game, I beat it, and I enjoyed it without that stuff. So it doesn't matter if you utilize something to the full extent, as long as you play the game and enjoy it. And that's what I did. So yeah, Spider-Man Miles Morales, really fun game. I'm gonna have to give this game an 8 out of 10. So a pretty good score. I'm not quite sure. Well, the Underground, didn't care for them. Oh yeah, those are my 2 points I'm docking, because I don't care about the Underground, and also the ending. You know, I just wanted a little bit more with Roxxon. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. 8 out of 10. Really good game coming from an Xbox player. I've been playing my PlayStation 5 a lot more than my Xbox Series X recently, because it started off because the way my room is, my outlets are so ass. My layout, I mean. So, like, to plug in a heater that will also not, like, blow a fuse in my house, because my electricity has not been updated since, like, 1900 something, I don't know. Whenever the fuck they made electricity. But that being said, like, I have to have a certain plug-in a certain way, and if I were to play on my Xbox, my back is turned to the heater, meaning that heat goes straight to my chair, and I can't feel it. So it's like, motherfucker, I guess I'm going to play PlayStation primarily this winter. But it's worked out, and I beat this game finally, so yeah, I've been playing my PS5 a lot lately. Even though I mainly just took a game off playing on Xbox and then started playing it on PlayStation instead. Just primarily because the PlayStation has the microphone built into the controller. And so anytime, like, my friends and I rage, because you can also record their voice, I mean, if they allow that in the settings, you know, I'll get a bunch of rage clips. It's just really goofy, so that's another reason I've been playing PlayStation a lot more lately. But I said this before, and I'll say it now in this video just because, but PlayStation 5 has been a huge surprise for me. I actually am surprised how much I love this console. I thought I would like it for sure, you know, whatever, but I used to play PlayStation a long time ago. I mean, PlayStation 2, God console. And then I went to Xbox 360. I still think the PS3, PS4 trash. PS5, amazing console, you know. I do love my Series X as well. Series S isn't too bad, but, like, you know, why get that when you can get the Series X? And I guess if you even care, the Xbox One, it's alright. I mean, it was stupid when it came out because you had to have a internet connection, I believe, but I did not have it at the time because, you know, my ass was broke, had no job, I was just a kid, so I had to wait to get my Xbox when I got a job. And so, yeah, I mean, by that time, didn't have to worry about that whole internet shit. So, anyways, this video's going on long enough. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I don't think this game has DLC, I don't think. Yeah. But stay tuned for the future, I guess, whenever I play Spider-Man 2. Maybe in 2027, I'll finish it. Who knows? But at the very least, future content. Look forward to another Storytime episode real soon. With that, thanks for watching again, and subscribe for more. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, dislike if you didn't, and hope to see you in the next video. I also wanted to mention something about, like, all the mini games. Well, at first, I know they're mini games, but I didn't even, like, consider that. The whole little mini game where you have to go around and find the beats or whatever. I thought that was just the dumbest thing, but I'm not going to dock the game because it's just something of mine. You know, it's just my little nitpick. I thought they were stupid, but I did them for the outfit, and the outfit's all right. Nothing bad. Definitely worth getting because I enjoy getting all the outfits. But I also want to mention that beat that Prowler put together is trash. It is straight up dookie.